Good morning, Jeffrey Paul, back in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm glad I am. Wow, it was a trip from Montana to Nashville, Tennessee, but it was wonderful experience, wonderful teachings, lots of inspiration. But I have an inspiration that I learned from all that, and this morning in my quietness, sitting in my wife's wonderful, beautiful garden, I learned another lesson, and it's called from a game that we used to play as kids. Where's Waldo? Have you ever played Where's Waldo? Morning. Good morning, Sandra and Judith and Brent. Good morning. I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. And there's always a great thing when you go away and come back. You start to appreciate your backyard. That's where I'm at, my backyard, or my garden, as I said. And it's so amazing because I'm sitting here. In the garden. Just got off a phone call with my dear friend Angelo, and we're sharing some inspirations that came about just recently. And suddenly I'm looking through this beautiful garden, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn you around when you find Waldo in a minute. But the reality is that sitting quietly after traveling and doing all the things that we were doing, you hear a quietness that you didn't hear in all that movement, all that activity. And all of a sudden I started to remember my kids used to play a game called Where's Waldo? Do you remember that game? It used to be an incredible game where there was this little character that was in this picture with millions of different objects or people or things, and you had to find Waldo. And many times he was a lot of places. He could be there 5 times or 25 times, but you couldn't see him in the clutter of the whole picture of the book. Then when you took enough time and you slowed down everything, you began to see maybe a Waldo here or a Waldo there, and you felt such an accomplishment. But you know what was really going on? We were slowing down. If it's kids or adults, we slow down and we can see Waldo. So why don't I give you that sharing? Well, I'm in the garden and slowing down and just reflecting and enjoying the voice of the Lord speaking to me, the beautiful sun behind me glimmering on the trees and the birds that I can hear, and I hope you can too. And I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what all of a sudden, once my spirit just settled down, what I saw. So you ready to take a look at Waldo? Okay, here it goes. I'll show you. This was what I was looking at. And suddenly, I see this little thing that Zena just loves to do, which is put little kind of small characters everywhere through our garden. And there was Waldo. And it was funny because I'd have never seen that. I would have never seen that. I could have cut the grass today. I could have done 1,000 things in the yard, and I would have never seen Waldo. I'm going to call that little character. But what does that have to do with you today and your inspiration? Where's God in your life today? You know, so often we are seeking and running, and I'm coaching you so many times and inspiring you to live forward and to advance yourself and to go for the goal and go for your goal. And that's true too. But you've got to have time. You've got to take time to find Waldo. You've got to take time and become still. There's a scripture called out of Psalms that is 46:10. 46:10 Psalms is so powerful because it's so small and short. One verse that says, "Be still and know that I am God, and let go of your grip." This is the Hebrew translation from this, Psalms 46:10. Let go of your grip and your run and your activity and your energized effort all the time. Just become still for a minute and know that I'm God and I can handle it. I can work all things together for the good. I can be there for you where everybody else has left you. I can be the strength that you could never ever gain. I can open doors no one can open. Just be still and find me, see me, and hear me. You know, I can't think of a greater inspiration. I can't think of anything better than to have the pause to find that still quiet voice within you that says, I got your back. I'm with you. I'll never leave you or forsake you. I love you. I care for you. I'll watch over you. All those promises that he also says he will keep. So today, go in a garden, go in a park, go for a walk, go in your bedroom, Go wherever you can go and just become still. And look for Waldo. And you know I'm talking about God. But look for that voice, that still quiet voice that will recognize the good things that have happened, even if it seems like it's a dark cloud over you right now. It will bring the attention of the good things that are right there in your midst. If you're breathing, if you're seeing, if you're hearing right now, to recognize even those little tiny things that are blessings will magnify your life and bring more of that within it. Now this is so important. I believe that's what I'll be sharing tomorrow in the longer lesson. But the reality is that as we think, we produce energy to produce more of like-mindedness. What does that mean? Well, so many times, if you're worried, you continue to worry about what you're worrying about. What happens? The things that you're worried about, like Job, the things that I feared came upon me. But the very opposite is true too. As I think upon these things that are good, pleasing, perfect, and excellent, Philippians 4:7, 4:8, then those same energies are drawn to you. That's the principle of God's faith, the principle of why He gave you the brain to use it for the power to truly allow you to see and hear and sense the power of God all around you. One last scripture that you might really like, because I think that this may really tie in. In 1 Corinthians chapter 2, in verses 9 through 16, it says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has perceived what God has prepared for you. But He has given you the mind of God. He's given you the voice of God. He's given you the presence of the Spirit of God living in you so that you can see what others can't see, hear what others can't hear, and know and think and perceive what others never will." That little character that I'm going to close this broadcast on, I'm going to turn it around and let you see it again, is right in your life. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that He is with you. He'll never leave you or forsake you. Take a moment to breathe deep. Take a moment to breathe in the Spirit of God, and take a look for Waldo. Where is Waldo? Please share this. I really, really hope you would share this message to others. Give me a thumbs up. Be with me tomorrow morning at 7:30 for a little longer lesson, in hopes that we can share even a deeper level of application, life application, not about religiosity, life application, how to live life one day at a time, one episode at a time, one relationship at a time, one thing at a time, and enjoy it to its maximum, no matter what's going on in your life. Good times, bad, rich or poor, sickness and health. The love affair should really be always magnified with you and God each and every day, just like a great marriage. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to turn you around and show you the little character that I while I sat quietly. Look, all of these beautiful flowers and bushes and everything else, and look what I saw down here. Zena's little character waiting for me all this time quietly to say, "I'm here. You have a beautiful day."